Hi, it's Corrine. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm back with another project using Nitwit Collections, and I will be sure to link down in the description box the two collections that I'm using, but they have so many to choose from in all different themes. And this today, what I'm sharing is something I have done in the past using digital pattern papers for wrapping. I've done this for birthday presents before. If, like, say you can't find the perfect wrapping paper, what I like about using Nitwit Collections digital papers is everything coordinates. So you can do a gift tag along with the paper. And here I'm giving you a quick look at some papers printed out. I wanted to show you that if you use the matching paper to your printer, which in my case is an Epson EcoTank 2803, and I'm using Epson Premium Presentation Matte paper, you can print it out in high quality and it turns out beautiful. And I like to use my Silhouette Cameo to print and cut things. So this footage is actually from a previous video that I did. I will also link that below, where I made some Christmas tags, but I thought I would just again use these papers to show you that you can size them up or down, you can scale them and fit them for your specific project. So today I'm using for the wrapping paper two different collections, Peppermint Lane Village and Peppermint Lane Pete and Peggy. There are a few collections that Nitwit has that all coordinate beautifully together. So their Peppermint Lane collection, check it out. They have the most adorable elements, which I'm showing you a few here. So these would be great just to punch a hole in the corner and add it to a tag to a gift. And that's exactly what I do. I use several of these to add to a gift. And look at these adorable little Pete and Peggy. I cut these out with my Silhouette Cameo. You do not have to have a silhouette in order to use digital collections. I will have an upcoming video showing in more detail how I use my Silhouette to design and scale and use them in different type of projects. You can use this for all different type of projects. So here is another cutout of a previous video that I did. So today I'm starting with some wrapping paper. Now this is just a little gift of some chocolates that I'm giving to our mail carrier. And I printed out a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock using just regular white cardstock. So depending on the paper that you use is going to depend on the results that you get. You may get a more muted look, you may get a more vibrant look. It all depends on how I print it out, on the look I'm going for. So I just kind of laid out my chocolates on the back of this cardstock, and I'm using my scoreboard to just lightly give myself some lines because I am using cardstock. I wanted to give myself some score lines so it's easier to fold. If you're using a thin weight paper, or a lightweight paper I should say, you don't necessarily need to do this. And I didn't have to do this, it just gives me a little bit crisper lines. So I'm just placing my box in there and just going to tape it down using some regular Scotch tape. Fold that over on itself. I realized that I needed to cut it down slightly, so I took a little bit off the edge. That way you didn't see the white edge of my paper. Had I printed that out borderless, you wouldn't have seen that, but either way I needed to cut it down slightly. So I am using a little bit of Scotch tape. I'm also using some hot glue. I'm not gluing the paper to the box, so it's nice and clean when the recipient opens it. If I glued it to the box, it would leave paper stuck to the box. So I just glue it to itself. And now you can wrap it with your favorite ribbon. Again, I am using some white ribbon with my glue gun. I did add a little bit of baker's twine there because I plan on adding a gift tag to this. And again, I'm just using a very little bit of hot glue. I use hot glue when I wrap presents all the time. I just like how it holds better on ribbons. So here are 2 tags that I printed out previously. I sized them down to fit a gift box. And I'm just kind of setting them out to decide which one I like. And I like the pink on the pink. I wasn't sure if I wanted that pop of red, but that's why I love Nitwit so much, is because you get so many different elements to choose from. It's really, sometimes I have a hard time making up my mind. But again, that's one thing I like about digital collections, is you can print them out over and over. So you don't have to, if you use one up, you can print it out again. So I wanted to add a little, 2 of these jingle bells. These I purchased from Amazon. Added a little bow, and I usually like to add 2 bows. So I added a double bow, and I tied those jingle bells on with that baker's twine. And then I'm gluing the bells in place, cutting down my ribbon, and adding my tag. So if you get any glue strings, just use your heat gun, but be careful not to burn your ribbon. And look how cute that package is, and it all coordinates so perfectly. I love how these turned out. So here I have a candle that is going to a friend of mine. This smells so good. It's called Holiday Spice, and it's so pretty. It has this gold writing on it, and I love the gold on the outside of the box. So this inspired me to add a little bit of vinyl to it. So I pulled out a gold vinyl that I have, cut out a few snowflakes, again using my Silhouette Cameo. I'm just weeding that out quickly, and I'm going to add those around the candle. I do take one, I'm using a piece of transfer paper to do that, and I'm reusing the same piece of transfer paper. You do want to clean whatever you're working on with a little bit of alcohol. Make sure it's nice and clean before putting your vinyl on, because if it has any oils on it or residue left from handling it, it won't stick as well. So one of those snowflakes I do cut in half to make it look like a repeating pattern going off of the candle. And I was so happy with how this turned out. I actually went back and purchased another one to do for myself. Look how pretty that is. And it matches the gold that's the writing on the candle that came on the candle. So again, this is another one that I am using the pattern paper to wrap. Now, if you have something that you're wrapping that is larger than what your gift is, you can by all means tape 2 pieces together and wrap it. But sometimes I just use just the tags. So here's the finished project, or wrapping, I should say. And I have this cute little tag that I can write the name on. That one I added a few jingle bells. So now these I purchased from the Dollar Tree. It's a package of hot chocolate, as you can see, and the little stir spoons of chocolate and peppermint. I am wrapping this to give to a neighbor along with some homemade fudge. And to just kind of keep them together, I'm just placing them on each other and taping them. That way it stays nice when I go to wrap it. So I do wrap it with some regular wrapping paper, tie it up with some jingle bells, add my white ribbon. Oh, I love this white ribbon. And I'm going to add a previous tag that I made for these. So in a previous video, I share how I use my Nitwit Collections to make these cute little coffee cup gift tags, and they kind of open like a card, and that way I can sign the inside. Here's a few of some of the ones that I previously made. Like I mentioned, I'll put that down in the description box below. So again, just using a little bit of hot glue, I just hot glued underneath the ribbon where you don't even see it, the baker's twine. Just be careful. I use a little poker to kind of press things in place while it's drying, and as you know, hot glue dries so quickly. And then I'm going to add a little gift tag, a little journal tag. I was just kind of testing them out to see which one I like, and I like this one the best. I like to print and cut a lot of my Nitwit collections, and that way I can just kind of go through and see what I like. And look how cute this turned out. So the next thing I wanted to share with you, I do this a lot. I usually leave something in the mailbox for my mail carrier. This, what I'm working on, is for my nephew. And this is a little element thing that I put together in Silhouette. I added this tree, the little bow to the top. I added this little elf mail, another tree, the little Santa Claus. I hung a bell from the tree, and I cut out the edge of it, and I cut a second one from white cardstock just to give it a little bit of stability. So Nitwit Collections puts a lot of different elements together for you, so they're already put together that you could just print out, cut by hand, use whatever software you have. As I've mentioned, I like to use my Silhouette Cameo. You can download the free version of the Silhouette if you want to do it that way, but you can use whatever program that you use. And here I'm just gluing a few gift tags together. So I wanted to give my nephew a gift card, and so I got his favorite chocolate, and I had previously printed this paper out, and I was like, oh no, I wanted it to go the other way. So that's what I love about digital. I just paused the video, went and printed it out by switching it to a horizontal pattern as opposed to a vertical pattern. So I'll just save that paper for something else. Again, I got my nephew's favorite chocolate. I like to wrap this, and you can keep it as simple as wrapping it and adding a little bow around it. That's normally what I do. I kind of wanted to jazz it up a little bit to show you that you can make it a little more festive, or you can keep it very simple. So I'm just wrapping it around. I don't mind that white border. You could have cut that off. I did cut the sides down a little to make it fit nicer, and I just taped it with a little bit of Scotch tape, and this will be a perfect holder for the gift card. So I'm just kind of checking all the different elements that I already have printed out, seeing what I like best, and I chose this little tag. I'm adding some jingle bells to it. As you can see, I love to add jingle bells. I buy them after Christmas when they're on sale, so that's a great time to pick them up. So once I was happy with that, I'm going to glue that to the paper. I'm able to write on the back of the tag, and then I'm wrapping a little bit. Normally I would just could add some ribbon to the center of this, and like I said, I usually leave it in something like this in the mailbox for my mail carrier. I did something a little bit different this year. So now this gift tag, this little tag, is using that same color from the tag that was already made, which I'll go over that in a future video, but I basically filled in the color so it's a perfectly matching tag. And I did back them on some cardstock, and I'm going to sandwich the gift card in there, and I wrote on there pull. It's probably hard to see on video, but it's a great way to give a gift card, and I know that my nephew is going to love it. So I just couldn't help it. Even though it's for my nephew, I wanted to add a little bit of sparkle to it. I pulled out some glitter cardstock that I already had cut out, added a little bit of fine tip, or glue rather, from a fine tip bottle, and added a little sparkle to that just to kind of mimic snow. And I love how this turned out. So here's another quick look of the presents that I wrapped with the little gift tags. And like I said, I do this every year. And if you can't find that perfect birthday paper, it's a great way to do it. You can kind of personalize the wrapping. So I did have that leftover paper. I wanted to show you quickly how I used and made a quick Christmas card. I used a Spellbinders rectangle die. You could simply use a paper trimmer or cut it by hand. And I cut out just a small mat for an A2 sized paper. And this little gnome from the Pete and Peggy collection was so cute. I wanted to use it on the front of a card. So I just simply added the pattern paper. I added my little gnome. I did back her with a little white outline, again using my Silhouette, but you could just put it straight on the paper. Added a little tag to the inside and a few more of those little glitter circles to just give it a little bit of bling. So I hope this gives you some ideas on how to use pattern paper. It's a great way to wrap smaller gifts with, or just add tags to your gifts this year. Thank you so much for watching. I'll put all the links down in the description box, and I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. Happy holidays.